swallowed hard to keep memories from rushing up my stomach into my throat. "He is your father," she said. "What happened does not matter. You must take care of him." Through shuttered windows, auto rickshaws and cars honk. With a blink, the map comes into focus. Colors separate. Lines snap back and form borders, roads, rivers. I finished what I came here to do. What now? I'm not ready to return home. Coming to the country of my father's birth has shaken something inside. The air is humid and smells of Rat Ki Rani, Night Queen, a small white flower. The ceiling fan creaks. I remember George Mallory, my favorite childhood hero. When asked why he climbed Everest, he replied, "Because it's there." It was the truest answer a 10-year-old boy had ever read. Same for a 27-year-old, perhaps even more so. What to do next? Keep moving. Leave behind the past, the fears, the guilt, and lose myself in the new. With movement, there's action. And with action, perhaps there are answers. For the next 2 months, I wander north. In train compartments with families who eat out of round tins, the smell of farantas filling the air, they gesture and invite me to share their food. Through streets past oxen with droopy eyes, camels pulling wooden carts, and women wearing bright-colored saris, garlands of white flowers in their hair, driving motorcycles. In ancient buses as they labor up winding roads, the drivers reaching out to wipe mist off the windshield with bare hands. I find myself in Dharamsala, a small cloud-covered village at the edge of the Himalayas. The Dalai Lama's monastery is here. Each morning, I hike from my guest house to sit in the main sanctuary and listen to the throaty chants of the orange-robed monks until my legs fall asleep. One dawn, I step outside to take a break and stretch. An old monk turns the prayer wheels recessed into the walls. It takes him a long while to turn them all. He repeats this process several times. What must it take to be a monk? To give up life and love and family, to focus only on the inner self? The next time he nears me, I bow. He bows in return and holds one hand up in a blessing. The other holds a string of large wooden beads. I have a question. "It's okay," he says, his voice a whisper. "How do you find peace?" He is solemn for a moment, then smiles the biggest, warmest smile. Behind him, far in the distance, are sharp-edged mountains. I feel like they must when sunlight envelops them after a cold winter night. "Simple," he says slowly. "Simple question." I grin. Not for me. "Where are you from?" "America." He nods thoughtfully, as if that explains everything. "I say yes," he says, "to all that happens. I say yes." He bows and returns to his prayer wheels. Snow plumes drift lazily across mountain peaks, the rising sun coloring them a golden yellow. Back in the guest house, I tell an Italian tourist about my wanderings over the last few months. Unlike other backpackers, I haven't joined any ashrams or partied at raves in Goa, not even taken one yoga class. Heck, I wouldn't know how to meditate if my life depended on it. My first time traveling abroad, less than $5,000 to my name, and my job's gone. Yet, I cannot stop. "I understand," he says. Fresh out of college, he's already racked up over a dozen countries. He tells me about the places he wants to visit, but his dream is to hike a pilgrimage in Spain called the Camino de Santiago. His grandfather did it, his father did it, and one day before he marries, he and his bride-to-be will do it together. "Everyone finds themselves on the Camino," he says. "Everyone." Just about the exact opposite of my travels so far. "How long does it take?" I ask.